Hello collectors, it's Steven here with a mostly review of a custom figure that's captivated the kaiju collector community for months with little teases here and there. And now an in-depth look. Justin's Bitchin Customs SpaceGodzilla poster Trendmasters color version. This conceptualization of SpaceGodzilla combines the specific color elements of both the poster from Godzilla vs. SpaceGodzilla and the Trendmasters figure. Believe it or not, there are some differences. Undoubtedly, this is his most talked about custom among the fandom, so let's take a closer look to see why this is a bitchin' custom. In the discussion we had about this, Justin's goal was to make this an adult toy. Wait a minute, not the best choice of words there. A toy that would be more so for adults, if that makes any sense. There's some thicker paint apps to give it that toyish look, along with extra bright colors and some darker colors from the original paint scheme, which were kept. Let's take a close look. The eyes and head crest look really nice here. I think it's very well done, and I think it really, truly captures that extraterrestrial feel of SpaceGodzilla. The shoulder crystals are also this nice icy white color, and as they protrude from the shoulders at the base, the blue paint looks marvelous. The chest and stomach feature the red and green the Trendmasters figure is most known for, and pictures really don't do this area justice. The rest of the paint is applied rather well. Keep in mind, this was all painted with just a brush and his hands. No airbrush, and when you look at the small things on this figure, like the icy dorsal plates and the beautiful tail, it just makes you say, wow. Now, here's the needed comparison with the original SpaceGodzilla. While it's great in its own right, I prefer this guy over the original. However, with both on the shelf, you have this great contrast between bright and dark. Very nice. SpaceGodzilla's articulation is identical to the one that you're able to get on the market. Why? Because it is a repaint. There's really no differences here. So the jaw opens and closes. We have a ball joint there. Now, unfortunately, the head where it connects into the neck, it's kind of loose. I've done everything that I can, and Justin's done everything that he could to keep that head on, but it just doesn't like to stay. Don't know why. But yeah, it can move around. It's very finicky. I don't like moving it that much, but yeah. So we have ball jointed shoulders. Spin the arms around if you want. We have hinges for the elbows and swivels where they plug into the forearm and the bicep. Ball jointed wrists. Everything you would come to expect from SpaceGodzilla. We have a ball jointed ab crunch or waist joint, whatever you would prefer to call that. That is technically an ab crunch, but somebody's going to nitpick. We have ball jointed hips. This one actually has tight hips. More so than my normal SpaceGodzilla, but that's okay. We have hinged knees. Can get them to go a little wide. A little bit of swivel there, so you can spin those around. We have ball-jointed ankles, so you can put SpaceGodzilla into a sumo pose if you would want. And then we have the tail. Many segments. They're all ball-jointed, pretty much, up until I think it's about this part here. Even then, you can still get some nice movement there. So that's pretty cool. So if you would like to put SpaceGodzilla into a whole bunch of poses, you can. It's always nice to have, and hopefully, if they do make an actual poster version one day, this will be about what you would expect. What figure would be complete without effects? We have a repainted crystal base here, which goes really well with the figure. Unfortunately, dystonia is a bitch, and I had a spasm in my hands, and I dropped this thing tips up on the floor, so there's some paint scuffing because, kitchen floor is very, very rough. Still, though, it looks great, despite this little hiccup. Then we have a repainted beam effect, which is just as chaotic as the chest and stomach of SpaceGodzilla. Wow, does this go well with the figure. The mixture of yellow and red is awesome, and when you combine these two parts together, they really complement SpaceGodzilla and really increase his display value. And the size comparison to see him with other figures. There's nothing really new here for size, but he does look nice with other kaiju. At the end of the day, this figure is really well done and creates something interesting for the shelf. With the stream of MonsterArts repaints, we just might get a repaint of SpaceGodzilla in his poster colors, so for those who won't necessarily want to commission this custom, this is a nice look at what an official product will look like. Now, if you're interested in getting a custom of your own, check out Justin's Bitchin Customs on Facebook and tell him Steven sent ya. I can say that the 3 customs I have from him now are great, and I am absolutely going to look into more in the future. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below to share your thoughts. If you're interested in picking this figure up or others like it, check the description for some cool links to take you where you need to go. Why don't you watch some more videos? Click the annotations on the screen now for more great content. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video.